What's up everybody? I hope you're having an amazing day. SKEDDY here. I actually just got a lot of brand new equipment for my live streams and my vlogs, and I want to test them out right now. I'm pretty excited for them. I have a little setup right here that you guys can't see that I use for my live vlogs, but I have this really cool camera mounting system to get a bird's eye view of how I DJ and mix, so you guys can see some hand action. I want to do not a live set of how I mix, but I want to show you guys various mixing techniques that I use, whether it be in the song or transition from one song to the next. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right. Okay guys, this is one of my favorite techniques to do, and it adds so much body to the drop. I posted a quick little video on Instagram the other day and people loved it, so I want to show you a better view on how I do it so you guys can see my hand action. We are going to be using the echo sweep effect, and we are going to engage the echo effect, and you can see that the echo effect is engaged right there. There's a little part to the drop, and it's this little tiny, that guy right there, that wah. And I'm gonna make an echo effect right at that bass kick. Right there, okay? So, let's get it going. So as you can see, my echo is on. Right when it comes about right there, I engage the echo effect fully, and right before the kick, I immediately turn the echo effect right back off. And this is what you get one more time. And here it is without the echo effect. So as you guys can see, that little transition technique adds so much body to the drop. Okay guys, for my next trick and technique, this is one of my favorite techniques I love to do to build body to the drop. I have deck 1 on a loop. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this sweep effect with the filter on as if I've already had that with my transition, and I'm going to build body into the rise of the drop with this track over here. Right when we get to the break before the drop, I'm going to bring my sweep all the way down and my fader down, and you're gonna see me hit the parameter all the way down to about a 16th, maybe even a 32nd of a loop roll. As my track gets about here, I'm going to raise my fader and my sweep effect at the same time with that serious roll effect on. And you're gonna see what this does to the body of the drop. It's extremely hard to explain, so let me just show you right now. So as you guys can see, you had that weird like vibrating rolling noise, which is really cool. Here it is without the roll effect. And let's do it one more time with the roll effect. Okay, someone had asked me, how do I transition from a very high BPM to a low BPM? What I have right here is a track at 75 BPM and another track at 135. I will get into why I mix that really weird BPMs on a different vlog, but I just want to show you guys how I transition from a high BPM, which is 150, to something lower, about 135. And one of my favorite techniques is using the wash effect. This guy has saved me so many mistakes and mess ups, and it's a really cool technique to use, and once you learn how to master it, it sounds great. As you notice on deck 2, I have a track starting right here, and there's a dead part of the track in the very beginning of the intro, and I think that is a great area to transition from a high BPM to a lower BPM track. Let me show you how to do this. At a certain point of the drop in the track, at the very end of the drop, I'm going to engage the wash effect, and it's literally like a wash, like a washer that just is like just spinning around. When you engage it completely, it gets faster and faster, And so I'm going to engage this right away, which is going to turn the volume all the way off because it's the wash effect. So I don't need to worry about the fader. And then I'm going to hit play on this track, and I'm going to bring this down and slowly back up so the wash effect is disengaged and it goes into the next track.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Such an easy transition to do, but let me tell you, if you do not hit or engage the wash effect at the right time, it will sound really terrible, like you just turned on the blender and then threw it in the toilet. I've had a lot of questions and people ask me if I scratch and use this bottom fader down here, and I actually don't. I'm not a scratching DJ whatsoever. To be honest, I really do not know how to scratch, but I do scratch effects here and there in my mixes, and I want to show you guys how I do that. What I do is I put a loop, and I have it on a 2 count, on an area that has a kick. And the reason why I do that is with the kick, you have more body to that scratch. If I were to do the scratch right here, it sounds very baby-like. If I put it on a kick, you definitely have more body to that scratch effect. And what I do is, I'm gonna just play this track really low so you guys can see what I'm talking about and hear what I'm talking about. My rhythm is just going to the track, so it's more like clap, 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 and that's all that I'm doing. Clap, 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 clap. So such a super easy technique to do. You don't want to do the scratch on the kick, but you want to do on the clap area. So kick, clap, kick, clap. I got one more technique for you that is super amazing, and it uses the scratch effect with the wash effect. But one thing you have to be absolutely careful with is when you are using this technique with the wash effect, you want to turn your bass down on your second deck, your low end, especially if it's going into the drop. We're going to add a scratch effect, but with the wash effect to the drop of this first track. And I'm going to correct myself. I don't feel like scratch effect is the right term. It's more of a backspin effect. So as you can see, that effect is still going. Make sure you turn that effect off by bringing your sweep effect filter knob back to the number 12 position. So one more time, what I did is right before the drop, I did a backspin with the platter on deck 2, and I engaged the wash effect. And I made sure my low end was off because it's going into the drop and you don't want to have frequencies crossing each other. And then I bring my fader down at that exact time. Let's do it one more time so you guys can check it out. You guys can see these transitions are super easy to do. Practice them. They would probably work on almost every controller. You guys might have to play around with the settings on your controller if you have a smaller controller. The most important thing to these different techniques and tricks that I do while I mix is just have fun with them and play around with different types of settings and filters and effects on your controller. The only way that I found out how to do this was to actually just mess around and screw up. A lot of these effects, like the wash effect, I messed up by accident, but I was like, wow, that sounded super amazing. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions for videos of things you would like me to show you, how I got started with these different effects, filters, DJing, producing music, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to do videos based around what you guys would like to know. Thank you guys for joining me for this vlog. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Goodbye.